It was time for the Dark Hearts quest last time, which had me go all around the place and find these void masses. In the middle of it all, I got myself a tool pouch expansion. And then I decided to finish the quest and get myself the last remaining mass shard that I needed. Now I'm sitting at 9 alien heads, aka mass. And in this episode, I'm going to be tackling the Heart of the Woods, which is going to be having me fight a new boss. But before that, I need to go ahead and do some things, like Ecstasy of the End, which is going to be a quest, a Wayfarer quest to be specific. I'm here in the Petrified Ducks to meet up with Flea Master Mushka, and he's sitting here looking hella sad about everything. I don't know where the bench is. I'm trying to find it so I can take a seat, but this place is kind of barren. And we end up having a talk with Mushka for a little bit. Now he's introducing the Festival of the Flea, which is going to be having us do a few little activities with the fleas. And that had us talk to Mushka again. Now we're going to be doing flea juggle. This one's going to be kind of fun. In the beginning I messed up, but eventually I got a little bit better at this. And the trick would be to actually hit them with your upward attack right as they're dropping down, so they don't really drop too far down. And this will actually have them fall almost beside one another. These other ones that glow, they fall down a little bit quicker, so you're gonna have to time it out and then hit them when they're dropping. These ones are pretty simplistic since they're only 2 fleas. Now the big guy, you're gonna have to hit him 4 times or something like that, and then he'll bounce away. After that, they're gonna be bringing out 3 fleas. The trick with this is to use dash when you have to before they start dropping down too far, so you can't get there and hit them before they hit the ground. Now there's another one of these big guys. Got him taken care of. And here's another set of 3 fleas. I did that correctly, so they're basically bunched up in the air. Like if you see this right here, this is what's supposed to be happening. Like if I was to hit them a little bit later, then it wouldn't work out like that, since one would be further away than the other ones. Alright, back to doing, well, not back to anything. I have to deal with 4 fleas now. Had to let one of them fall so I could deal with the other 3. And I've already got 31 points, so this is good enough. And I just got up to 34 points, which is extra. Don't have to do any more since I failed already. That'll be it. I'm actually going to have to take a break from this since I can't automatically go on to another one of their games. I'm going to have to wait around, do what I have to do, and then come back to them. As you can see, I still have dodge and then bounce, which would be the last one. Which one of those are coming next is kind of random from what I read. Either way, I'm going for Heart of the Woods next. And I'm going to be getting out of this. And I'm here in the Grand Gate. Just jumping down a little bit. I have to go this route since it's the only way to get to the secret entrance. Now I'm seeing that this light is shining down onto the ground. I'm using this as a place to jump up. And I'm correct. Now I have to deal with this void-empowered moth and this tiny spider right here. And it takes me kind of a while to deal with it. I kept falling down. I had to use the super jump to come back up there. So it was a thing. Now I got that done. Trying to find some sort of secret path or something like that. I didn't find nothing. Finally took that spider out. Didn't really even take more than 1 strike. This is a brand new area right here. I'm totally unfamiliar with this place. Is there anything hiding here? I don't see nothing. Alright, I'm jumping down. Kinda messed up. I shouldn't have stayed there since there is steam that's bursting out of those vents. Now that I've hit the switch, I'm in this area. I can't go higher this way. And I'm not really sure what's at the bottom of this place. Can't check the map. Jumping all the way down. This is a place I think I've been to already. Can't really break through this. It's like solid gold. So there's got to be some sort of secret entrance around here somewhere. So I'm going to be halfway super jumping up. And I think I found something right here. So I'm going to keep hitting this thing until it breaks. It's definitely a breakable wall. Yeah, I just heard the sound. Things have been confirmed. And I'm just going to be breaking through this, going through it. And it's bringing us into this little area, which kind of reminds me of the deep docks, especially with the way that this is designed right here. It's almost like they decided to go ahead and use that design again. So I'm going to be breaking through this giant breakable wall. And that seemed to have answered my question about the golden door. I couldn't break through it before, but it seems like the other side was reinforced with vines, which was the thing that was holding Hornet back. I don't know. I'm just going to be inserting 15 rosaries right here so we can get this little temporary bench, taking a little seat, and we're kind of set. We have a shortcut in case we die somewhere. We're going to be back here instead of having to do a long run back. But either way, let's explore this new area. Especially since I don't know what's hiding here. Gotta check this place out. Seems like something can be broken. Alright, that fell down, which broke a hole through the ground. I'm trying to see what's in this little area. Before I go down that way, I want to see what's hiding here. No breakable wall or nothing. Don't really notice anything, so I'm flown back down again. And this brings us down here face to face with this void powered flower thing. I don't know, eventually I took that thing down. Now I'm just bouncing off these flowers and all that stuff like that. The sawtooth circlet is still kind of messing me up when I'm jumping. So I'm using the claw line, which got me up here. I have to break through the ceiling of this place. This is bringing us here. And also, there's some sort of breakable wall. Maybe I was supposed to do that the entire time? I don't know. Also seems to be more of these void masses here. I thought I took care of all of them in the last episode, but it seems like I didn't. So I'm going to be doing that right now. Just taking this thing down. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to get to this place anyways in the last episode. I didn't even know this place existed. But I took that thing down. Didn't take too long. This place is definitely not on the map. At this point, at least. Whole bunch of these citadel bugs laying here covered in moss. It's nasty. Either way, we found this guy. And he's saying he's going to be protecting this place with his life. And we're going to be challenging that guardian, but I lost the first time. Here's my build for this fight. Just switching out some stuff. I'm going to be keeping the compass in there since I need to know where I am on the map. But that's the only thing that I kept. Everything else is the same that I used in every single boss fight so far. I have a thing with the combination of the Apollo pouch and the bolt filament. I feel like it's the best combination in the game. That's just my opinion. But with Seth right here, his moves are pretty easy to avoid. He does this bounce attack off the ground. He does a dashing thrust attack too, which you have to watch out for. Like you just seen right there. He also uses the shield to chuck it at you while he's on the ground. That's about it. I mean, that is kind of tricky, even though I say it in a way where it sounds easy. It's really not. Since whenever he chucks this shield, it's almost like he's teleporting with it. I am placing these poison attacks on the ground whenever I can. I only use one so far. But I'm staying in the air with this guy. Doing combos when I can. He's pretty quick all around. I'm using cross stitch too. This is making a difference, especially with a lot of his attacks where he's diving down and all that. You can't set up cross stitch and then have him run into that, and that'll cause him damage. Besides that, this is fairly a simple boss fight. This is going to be the second stage of the boss fight, where he is going to be going crazy. It's going to be diving down. A lot of these aerial effect attacks that he's doing is easy to avoid if you can't dash out of the way. As long as you do that, you're good. Then he goes back to his normal attacks, which makes things even easier. It's generally the same strategy throughout the whole fight. Place some more attacks on the ground, try to lead him in the direction of the attack so he can't step on it. And I finally did that. And he set off every single one of these attacks. So I'm in good shape. Still have a fair amount of life. Well, I only have 4 alien heads right now, but as long as I keep collecting silk, then I'll be good. Alright, got hit again, but I have enough to heal, which is important. And that's the thing about Seth's fight. You don't really have to actually time your heals too much. There are plenty of gaps that he gives you to heal. That makes this boss fight not as bad as it could be. Place some more attacks on the ground. Try to lead him towards it. He's kind of avoiding it right now. Annoyance level is increasing. He should step on those attacks. He finally did it. My dreams have been fulfilled, and I have taken him out. And something else has opened up, which is this brand new area. Need to go inside of that. Now I'm here. Trying to see if there's anything hiding. Alright, there's a little message for us. Just read it. Now here's the statue. I'm assuming this is going to be Nihilith. Nihilith? Yeah, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Either way, I'm using the needle. And we're going to be playing the tune. Now, before we get into this boss fight, let's go into the build. I didn't really have a chance to change anything, but I do have enough for a boss fight. That's what I had. I feel like that's good enough. Died a few times. I wish I had cling grip, which would have made this boss fight a whole lot easier. But there's a whole lot of things to do to make this boss fight easier, and that's what I'm going to be sharing right now. In the beginning of the fight, I just go right into an attack. Sawtooth circle it into a regular strike. Now I'm going to have to avoid these projectiles, which isn't really too hard to avoid. Now when these things bounce into the air, they're going to be used as a tool against the boss themselves. Now, a lot of bosses, they don't really have that going for them, but this boss fight, you can't use them to hit the boss. When they're charging towards you, I usually pogo off of them, and then that'll be most of the time a sign where you have to jump to the other side of the arena, since they're going to be doing a large area of effect attack. And that's basically it. I'm just going to keep repeating my attacks until this thing goes into the second stage of the boss fight. Just hit her again with a pogo attack. That didn't really work out. Now, if I were to hit the first one of those spike balls and all that stuff like that, that would have caused some damage to Nyla. I just did it right there. That one was working out pretty well. Cross stitch, it really wouldn't have been my first choice as far as this boss fight goes due to all the spikes. I mean, it will cause issues too, since if you're doing cross stitch at the wrong time, then you're going to be running into those spikes and you can't possibly lose the entire boss fight. Now, in the second stage of the fight, it's almost the same thing, except that you're going to have to stay on the wall the entire time. I'm not going to be using those little spike balls to hit him back at Nyla in this part of the fight, since I'm just struggling to stay on the wall right now. I am trying though. Now, every single opportunity I have to attack is going to be involving Nyla actually charging at Hornet. Whenever she does that, I'm jumping up, I'm pogoing, I'm doing what I can. If things permit, then I may do a sawtooth circlet, but more than likely, as you can see right there, she does that aerial effect attack. That forces me to leave that little area. Now, you can use the sawtooth circlet to hit those balls back at Nyla. I'm not really having that great of a look at doing that, so I'm just going to be depending on melee attacks when I can. Just got hit by that projectile. Still have quite a bit of life, so I'm feeling alright about things. Just have to dodge these projectiles now, which is kind of tricky sometimes. I just got hit right there. Now I have to go to the other side of the screen, since she was doing that AoE attack. Hit her with the sawtooth. That's what I'm talking about. Just going to be taking this boss fight slowly. It's not really a hard boss fight either. It's just going to be taking a while, due to all these obstacles and everything you have to go through. Almost got caught up right there too. Got a chance to heal. Pogoing her again, which got her dizzy for like the third time. Boss fight's about to end pretty soon. Just need maybe one more dizzy or something like that. And then the next one should be the end of the boss fight. That's what I'm thinking. Is it gonna happen that way? I don't know. Got close there. Barely avoided that one. Had to dodge away. Just hoping her to death right now. Alright, messed up right here. Got caught up in her attack and fell into the spikes. That was probably my worst move yet. Still got full silk wheel though. Just gonna use this opportunity to heal and then go back into the fight. It's kind of repetitive right now, which kind of gives you a picture of how easy this boss fight is. It doesn't really involve that much strategy, except if you had to cling for it. Then it would make things a whole lot easier and you can just do a whole lot more. But since I don't have that, I'm just making do. Need to get some more silk now, which that's gonna do it. Alright, messed up. I was trying to pogo off her, but didn't really do it. Now, since I used claw line, that took my ability to heal. Finally got enough silk. Okay. That attack is kind of hard to avoid. Alright, I was definitely wrong. She's still alive. I'll have to get her dizzy again. I think this will be it though. So I'm gonna play this slow. There it is. Finally did it. Pogo of death and despair. One last parting message from Nyla. And there, I assume, is the Heart of the Woods. I'm taking it. And we actually obtained the Pollen Heart. It beats faint and fast. That'll be it. Now we're in the sands of Korok. I'm actually trying to go to a little secret area right now that I found out about. I'm trying to get myself some decorations for my Bell home. And now, I'm trying to collect some mementos. Just got my silk cocoon back. Accidentally knocked that, I guess, marble out of its place. I don't know what to call that thing. But this thing just popped out. I have to take it out. It's not going to take that much. Alright. This guy. Now I'm going to be using Super Jump to get myself up here, which reveals a secret area. This is leading outside. There's no sandworms in this area, from what I'm finding out right now, except for outside of this little platform right here. Using the needling. I died quite a few times, but we're fighting the Watcher at the edge. This boss fight is kind of tough due to his range. Like, his reach is crazy. So you're going to have to get out of the way when he attacks. When he finishes attacking, then that's the only window to strike. Since the range is so crazy that he's pretty much invulnerable most of the time. Now he's doing a series of attacks. I usually wait until he stops and then jump up and pogo over him. I'm leading him all the way to this side of the battlefield and then going all the way to the other side. I find that this is the best strategy since it doesn't leave you cornered. It's easy for that to happen in this boss fight too. I haven't used tools yet, which I'm going to be doing soon. I do like my tacks. I didn't like tacks in the beginning of the game, but after a while, I'm finding a real value in these things, especially when it's combined with the Poly Pouch. Just jumping in the air a little bit to avoid the Watcher's attacks, but he surprised me with a little attack of his own. Just doing a little attack so I can jump over him. Successfully did that. Now I'm on this side. And I'm going to be doing this pretty slow. I'm not going to try to go too crazy on this guy. I find that doesn't really help that way. It's going to be more of a defensive battle as far as Hornet is concerned. tagging him now. Just gonna keep doing this until the boss fight's over. Just when I had a chance to heal, this guy just hits me with his freaking blade. The nerve of this guy, I'm not really feeling that at all. Just got a full silk wheel again. Just start dropping attacks right now. This is what he gets for pissing me off. He shouldn't have done that. Now he's gonna get poisoned. Alright, leading him back towards attacks since I'm not satisfied with what the attacks are doing yet. This is what I'm talking about. He's getting hit up with attacks, he's getting steadily poisoned, and eventually he's going to be beating his freaking dome. Almost there now. Just got a full silk wheel again, almost at full life. And a full silk bar, which is kind of weird for me. This guy is not an easy boss fight. Just gotta say that though. But I did beat him. That's the end of the boss fight. I don't know what's happening here. I thought there was going to be another stage in this boss fight, but instead something is left for us, which is the gray memento. It's an engraved crust stone worn by sand and blanched by time. The memento can be displayed in a home, which is what I'm talking about. I'm back at Bellheart, and I'm finding Hero's Call on the board. I'm going to be accepting this. It seems like there's some sort of distressed bug somewhere. I have to find them in the sandy steppes, which more than likely means the sands of Korok. Alright, let's go to our Bell home. Jumping up. Seems like Chakra is still out somewhere. I was thinking we're going to be able to buy some stuff from the store still, but it doesn't really seem that way. Alright, let's place the gray memento on the wall. Just did it. This thing is looking nice. And I think I'm going to be getting some more mementos before the end of the game. I'm not really too sure about that since I'm so close to it already. But this is going to be the end of this episode. Now, going back to what I was saying, I might check out Verdania since I heard about it. And if I'm doing that, I'm going to be running into some more bosses. If I do complete that, then that's going to set me up for the end of the game. So that's what I have to think about. I'm going to be making some decisions. If you liked this episode, you found it helpful or something, you can leave that like, subscribe, and even slap that notification bell. Want to thank you and everyone that subscribed to the channel. Until next time, hope you have a good one. Peace out.